The playoffs are in full swing as we welcome you to this postseason contest on EA Sports. Coming up, we're keeping things in the AFC for an intra-conference contest between the New York Jets and the Baltimore Ravens. Another step towards the Super Bowl begins. We're off in the first of 4 divisional round games. Return coming from the 6. They'll have decent field position to begin with here. Brock, he's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. Here's Brees Hall on the ground for the first time. Rob flat, first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. Working quickly here. Setting up to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Complete to Garrett Wilson.
3rd and 4 coming up now.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Pass play coming here. This one's caught. Smith has it. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. They get 16 yards on that play. And that's good for a Jets first down.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, New York.
Shotgun snap, a give to Hall. Still has some space inside the 35. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. It's a 29-yard gain, and it's good for a New York first down.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, okay? They don't always get the attention they deserve on the broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
Working inside the red zone. And he will take this across. Touchdown, New York. The Jets take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Extra point attempt coming up. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Jets will jump out to a 7-0 lead. On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. LeJohntay Wester to return it. And this drive will start inside the 25. Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10. Jackson looking to throw right away. On target to his back. Here's Christian McCaffrey. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. New set of downs from the 37.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
First down, here's Lamar. Pass into the hands of Mark Andrews. And he gets a small chunk there before he's touched down. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
He does it! Touchdown, Baltimore! The Ravens finish off their opening drive. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown! Luke tacks on the extra point. And the Ravens start off well to tie things 7-7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Here's Thomas on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Jets getting ready for this 1st and 10. He gives a Hall on the draw. Here's the intensity we expect in the playoffs. The defense going big play hunting, and they get him behind the line.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 19-yard line.
They'll work against the blitz. Taken in by Mitchell, right side. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
To the air on 3rd and long. And he didn't get enough into that throw. That's low and incomplete, so they're going to be facing 4th down coming up. Well, they've been perfect to that point on the drive, Brock. First time we've seen this coverage force him into a misstep in a while.
Now, I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right?
Yeah,
and I look at it through those optics so much. But it's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop, see the ball hit the ground to knock them out of that rhythm.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
1st down now, ball at the 33. Lamar now from the gun. Short pass brought in. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45. Shotgun snap to Jackson. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And he's out the clear. And this is going to be a New York touchdown. It's a pick for 6.
Gosh, I love that play on so many levels, Kate. Making the interception, already a terrific effort by everybody involved. But to put the cherry on top, to take it all the way back to the house, it required extra effort from everybody, and they get the job done.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Here's Wester on the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Jackson trying again after the pick. Nowhere to go with it, so he's just going to throw this one away.
Hey, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
From the 24 once again, it's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Finds his man, it's Rashad Bateman. And he'll go down after fighting his way into the 32. The dose of the hurry-up offense here.
3rd and 1.
Jackson on 3rd and 1. Completed to his running back. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
score, first down.
So first down from the 41.
41-yard line.
So that's the end of one in this AFC divisional round contest. It's a 14-7 game. Back to the bank in just a moment. Back at beginning of the second quarter, Ravens in possession. They've got a first to begin the fray. From the gun, McCaffrey. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the gun, Jackson. The left side, caught by Andrews. This one nearly moves the chains, but he stopped just shy of that marker. 6-yard pickup brings up 3rd down.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Now Jackson on 3rd down. Jump off caught by his back. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Hey, Kate, they don't lightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
So first down from the 41. Lamar off the play fake. He's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
The left side is nabbed by Bateman. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. And dose of the hurry up here.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Jackson now on 3rd. Nice run across the 15. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. Extra point is up and through by Luke. And the Ravens tie things up at 14. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Here's Thomas on the return. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
At their own 19-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. They start the drive with Hall. Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. At the 20. It's a New York touchdown. The Jets take the lead on the first play of the drive. Breece Hall with the touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Jets break that tie and now lead by 7. On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. Here's Western on the return. All right, some good work on that run back, Brock. He gets this to the 33.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10. Working now from the gun. Cut down the left side by his running back. Oh, baby. he's got it all the way down to the 12.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
He brings it in. And in for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. Zay Flowers, the touchdown. Luke tacks on the extra point. And the Ravens tie this game at 21. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Here's Thomas on the return. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort. The New York offense ready to get going here. It's 1st and 10. They'll start this one out with Hall. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Offense in a hurry up here. Throwing on seconds. Finds him over the middle. And he'll get it up to the 27.
The second down pass. Complete to Garrett Wilson. He's a gain of
3rd and just 2 to go.
3rd down.
Quickly looking left, and it's complete. And it's a quality effort here as he's pushed out right along the 40. A nice skate of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down. Well, Brock, a lot of scoring so far as we have reached our 2-minute warning. More from M&T Bank Stadium coming up from the 40-yard line now. This is 1st and 10. I'll throw it. Buys time, rolling right. And this one's incomplete. Too low as it skips off the ground.
Even the best of them could be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
Another throw here on 2nd down. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
From the gun, it's Hall. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
You'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
They give on 2nd to Hall. And he'll scrape together a few yards, but not much. 3rd down coming up.
You know, okay, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. That's caught for the 1st. And he's out of bounds just short of the 30. A 6-yard gain on the play. And that's good for a Jets 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Forced out to his right. Will Slide puts a bow on this play after a gain of about 6. The Jets take their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
26-yard line.
Second down pass play coming. He's got it in the red zone. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first. Timeout taken by New York. That's its second. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Breaking the huddle. Here's first and goal. They'll run here. It's Hall. And he's going to take it in for the New York touchdown. The Jets take the lead just before halftime. Breece Hall with the touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Jets break that tie and now lead by 7. On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. Here's Western on the return. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
They've got first and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. Looking to throw. Lasers this one deep down the middle. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Jets are stopped on that return. So that interception is going to be the final play of this opening half. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. The battle complete, Brock, as we resume play here. A spot in our AFC Championship on the line. Here's Western on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Baltimore offense to the line now. First and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
Jackson, quick pass wide. Through the 45. Still running. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Zay Flowers, the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. That one splits the uprights. And the Ravens tie us up 28-all. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Here's Thomas on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. New York to the line. First and 10. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. That was just a little bit too low to be brought in. That one intended for Adonai Mitchell. So it'll be second down.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Hall takes it straight ahead. Hits a seam at the 40. And they'll finally get him at the 47-yard line. They'll get 22 out of that play. And it's good for a New York first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Back to throw. He rolls to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
That's a veteran move right there by a rookie quarterback. You see so many rookies, we do, Kate, who try to play hero ball and force things in every single spot. He's already wise enough to know how to throw it away.
Connects with his back. Hall. For a second, we both thought he'd get the first, but he winds up being just shy of it. Gain of 8, third down. Here he is on third and short. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked up by Marlon Humphrey. And he brings this one back. Touchdown, Baltimore, off the pick six. You get a pick six. You get a pick six. These defenses, Brock, wow, they have competed. Seeing who ends up with the best highlight of the game, huh?
A highlight? You're going to call a pick six and multiple? Gotcha, Kate.
No, even if it's your defense doing it, come on, B-Rock.
No highlight for a quarterback.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. Here's Thomas on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. They've got a man in motion. Back to work they go after the interception. This has been a trend. Yet another interception. And the Ravens will take over with the football just outside the 30. Now, depending on which side of the ball you're looking at here, Brock, things have either been very sharp or they've been just awful to start this second half. 2 drives, 2 interceptions now.
And where do you think I'm looking, Kate?
Oh, I know. Where you been looking?
Oh, it's a miserable place to be as a quarterback, just knowing you're hurting your team, not even giving yourself a chance, giving the ball away.
Shotgun, handoff to McCaffrey. And he works it inside the 30. That's a gain of 7.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, nice little run to set the table.
Brings up second and 2.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes second and 2. Shotgun snap to Jackson. That's Bateman making the play along the sideline. And he's going to be out of bounds right along the 20. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Offense getting set. Here's first and 10. Trying an inside give now with McCaffrey. He's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on first down. Offense up to the line fast.
Tackled back at the 26-yard line.
Hey, report.
Lamar now from the gun. Short pass brought in. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Zay Flowers, the touchdown. His third through the air this game. That one right down the middle. And the Ravens double their lead to 14. All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Has this at the 6. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Hall running between the tackles. The stop is made after 4 yards. It's second down. Offense in the hurry up here.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Hall gets it again on second down. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
First down, and they go right back to it. That's a nice run in there on that 7-yard gain. Make it second down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Second down, looking for options. Escapes the pocket. Brought in inside the 20. And this is going to get him into the red zone. He's at the 18-yard line. Pick up a 34 yards on that play. And that's good for a Jets first down.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Working inside the red zone. He smartly won't risk anything here. Just chucks this away.
Those are the kind of decisions you got to make in that spot. And the smart quarterbacks, they seem to do it consistently. When you're in enemy territory, a throwaway is always better than risking a turnover.
No luck on first down. Here's second and 10. Now looking to throw. Taken in by Mitchell, right side. And this one does not go far. Offensive line fast.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's third down.
Third and long for him here. This is caught near the pylon. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up first and goal.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Only 1 quarter left before we send one of these teams to the AFC title game. It's Jets football, and they trail. Their playoffs hanging in the balance. Four downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. Hall's going to try to smash his way in. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Jets now within one score in the fourth. Breece Hall with the touchdown. His third of the game on the ground.
Let's see, Kate. I think in bowling, you get 3 strikes, that's a turkey. You know, in hockey or soccer, you score 3 goals, that's a hat trick. What we could call this, other than simply splendid?
All right, they're going to throw for it. Chased out to his right. And the pass succeeds. A little momentum builder as they try to dig into this deficit.
Jets, 36.
So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. Here's Western on the return. He's got a lane up past the 30. And they finally bring him down after a huge run back into their territory.
We get to playoff football, Kate, and every team's going to excel in 3 phases. You've got to. Offense, defense, special teams. What an excellent return. And the type of effort they expect from themselves in postseason football.
McCaffrey running between the tackles. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
2nd and 10. Need something positive here. Out of the gun. Here's Jackson. Has a man, Justin Jefferson. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Draw play. This is McCaffrey. He hurries forward here for a 9-yard gain. 2nd down coming up.
If you really study the great teams when it comes to running that play, that draw concept, watch the offensive line's pad level. Those defenders, those linebackers, they're looking for cues and tells. That offensive line gives it away, that play gets hit in the mouth. Instead, well, those guys sold it just perfectly, and the yards follow.
Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
I'm not sure if he expected him to go up and get that or not, Kate, or if that was the only spot he felt like he could deliver it safely. This guy's got the goods to bring those types of throws in, but not this time.
Pass didn't work on 2nd. Let's see how that affects this 3rd down. Jackson looking to throw. Has his man cut by Andrews. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens stretch it to a 2-score game in the 4th. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. I should know this by now, Brock. I don't know if you're a Broadway guy, but there's a lot of names that belong on the playbill for this lead we've got here. But his name belongs on the marquee as he brings in his 2nd touchdown grab.
Yeah, a bunch of contributors.
Put the body on the line for his team. And this is caught, so add a couple more to this lead they've got here in the 4th.
36.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Here's Thomas on the return. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort. Jets getting ready for this 1st and 10. It's Hall on the carry. And he is persuaded to go out of bounds just as he gets this up past the 30-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it's good for a New York 1st down.
1st down, New York.
Looking in the air here. the catch, but does not do it in bounds. It looks like he came down on that sideline. Second down coming up.
Wiggins on the cover.
Back to throw. Escapes the pocket. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. It brings up third down.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something when no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
Here he goes, third and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Looking quickly here. Desperation time here on fourth. Gonna let this one fly deep downfield. And they don't get the catch they need there. That man was forced. Brock had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in four-down territory, down a couple scores here in the fourth. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
Ravens to the line now. First and 10. Now again, McCaffrey. This drive is going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's second and 4.
Hey, come on. Sit on. 180. Race up. Sit up.
This one left for Lamar. Fighting for all he can, partner, but this play is not going to get past the line. It's going to be third down.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defense linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
That's the 2-minute warning here from Baltimore. Ravens feeling good with a 14-point advantage.
A 32-yard attempt.
On fourth now, on comes Tyler Loop. Going to try this field goal for the Ravens. This is going to be a 32-yarder from the left hash. Loop knocks it through. And that makes this a 3-score game.
We got ourselves a 3-score game now after that make. It's got to feel like it's going to just about do it with any hopes of a comeback still smoldering. I think these kickers enjoy those opportunities, Kate, to be the one to kick this lead out of range.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Here's Thomas on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. He's got it deep downfield. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. Goes for 32 yards. And that's good for a Jets first down. Working fast as the clock ticks towards 0. Working on first down. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that'll bring up second down.
It's second down and 10.
He'll work against the blitz. It's his running back. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Air it out on third. This is complete. Downfield to Smith. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. Back now, pressure coming. He's got Smith again. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with first and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone. Working quickly here.
First and goal, New York.
Hall will not score. The defense holds and stops him short of that goal line.
Oh, so aggravatingly close to a safety on that one right there, Kate. Just a matter of a foot, and they could have had some points on the board defensively.
The Jets take their first time out. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
Let's go. 19, come on, 19.
Throwing from the gun. That's much too high and out of the end zone. Incomplete.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone. And defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and lead teams for field goals, you got a great chance to win.
Shotgun now on third down. And this is going to be a New York touchdown. The Jets get it back to within 2 possessions. It's an Adnan Mitchell touchdown. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
And the pass is successful. That's a little momentum builder as they attack this deficit.
3, Jets 44.
Well, time making this all but impossible, but they're going to try for the onside kick here anyway. And this is going to be recovered by the Ravens, and they're moments away now from celebrating a win.
Hey, the numbers don't lie. The numbers tell you, Kate, time and again, it is so hard to recover these onside kicks. And when you got an opponent prepared for it, well, that makes it even more difficult.
This one's sent up for Lamar. So it ends as a win for the Ravens. So to the conference championship game, they go, Brock. A season that's already memorable, lasting at least 1 more week.
And that's all you want to do, survive and advance, and see what's ahead of you. Now in the distance, you can see the Lombardi Trophy. But you also know right here in this windshield is a big conference championship game next week.
That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott. The Ravens are your winners as we say so long from Baltimore.